Hi everyone. As always, I start with my sip of water on the stream. I don't know why I always time it that way. So today we're gonna crochet some and have a chat as always because I always crochet and chat in my live streams. It's kind of my thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna be making today. I was thinking of working on some orders, but also I kind of want to do something else. So I have all these little yarn scraps that I showed the other day, and I think I might do a scrap project with those. And I kind of feel like making something random, so I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Sorry, I I'm a little bit burpy today, and I have hiccups as well. So, this okay. I'm just trying to put them in order, in an order that makes sense. Like that colors are gonna not clash too much. Have a nice smooth transition. So, okay, this one is probably gonna go at the end because it's really just white and purple. And maybe I follow it by this one. What do you think? There's no one here yet, but you know, just tell me in the comments what you think of those colors. And this yellow, like transitioning to that one, my reasoning is because there's yellow in that one and purple also, so it can transition nicely to that purple. And so then I have this, which has the pink and the yellow, and I can connect it to the pink here. This pink, and then this one, which has pink also, and then it goes to this, and then the green follows to this one. Look at this, it's really pretty. And then it would go to this one, the darker blue, just darker colors, and to the green, and then this, and then this. I decided to leave out the solid colors I had because if you look at this, it's quite thinner and it's not soft. It's really rough and weird. And I might use it for something else, but yeah, it's really thin. So I don't know. I just decided to stick with yarns that were the same weight. I tested it with my wrap per inch tool that I got from Pink Sheep Design. I'll link I link her Etsy. Just give me a moment here. I have to fetch it out. I still don't have a way to share screen, unfortunately. So Evelyn is really cool. I was a mod on her live streams. She used to stream quite a bit. So, and I'm a moderator on her channel. Just typing it out in the comments right now. Just give me a sec. There you go. And yeah, I can show it even. I have it here. It's just here, and it's a nice dark red. I think it's really pretty, and it's kind of shimmery a little bit. So you have all the yarn weights written in on there, and the number of wraps you would do. So for a super bulky, you would get 5 or 6 wraps, and super bulky is like Um, it's 6, weight 6. Yeah. So yeah. Hi, Granny D. How are you? I was showing off my wrap per inch tool, which I use to measure the gauge for these yarns, and these are sport weight. According to this little thing, I had about 12 wraps, which is like over there. You can't see because it's backwards on the screen, but yeah. Hi, Mr. Yarn Doll. How are you doing? Yeah, she has amazing patterns, and she tends to make patterns that are more for bigger yarns, like super bulky, for like blanket yarns or and things like that. So, uh, and she has hooks too. She has these jumbo hooks. I have a few of them, and they're really, really good if you use bigger yarns as well. Because I think she started carrying smaller hooks as well. Those are all 3D printed, so she can make quite big ones. And the smaller ones are just like the normal metal tips that you would get. Oh, it's not backwards to you. Thank goodness. For me, it is. So it's a bit confusing. And so yeah, I have this nice red, dark red one that I really like. And this is a 18 millimeter. I've used it once on a carpet, a little rug that I made with some velvet yarn. And so yeah. And this one is 11 millimeters. It's like a deep purple. You can't really see very well on camera. I'm so sorry. But yeah, nice deep purple color. And the neon green, of course. Just had to grab this one because neon green is my favorite. And this is 14. Oh, hi, Ian. How are you? I hope you're feeling better. You're still at the hospital, huh? I saw your post that said don't send a million messages. And I was like, I'm about to. I hope you heal quickly. So I have all these little yarns. I ordered them by color, and I'm thinking of doing a project. I have like 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 12 of these little ones. And so I'm thinking of what I could do, something really small. Everyone still messaged you. I'm so sorry. They didn't respect your privacy. So I have a bee hook right here that I think will be ideal for this yarn since it's very small. And I'm just gonna go at it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to make. Oh, hi, Dawn. How are you? Hope you're doing good. So, if you have any idea for a scrap project, something small, no granny squares, because I'm tired of making those, but let me know. So, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe uh, fingerless gloves. That might be good, but like I would change color every few rows. But I don't know. Let's see. I have a pattern for that on Ribbler. I just have to see if it would be good for the amount of yarn. Okay, we have some fingerless gloves, but as I can see here, they seem to be for bigger yarns. Okay, no, that's not gonna do. How do they do that? Do they just go in around? If they just go in around, I might do it. Um, do you have any pattern for that? Hi, Wicked Granny, welcome in. I'm thinking of doing a pride booth. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I run on patches. That's cool. I've made a few. Those are fun, but like get an embroidery machine because those are very time consuming. I've made a few patches. They took me like a few weeks to make. I'll show them off sometime. They're in one of my drawers somewhere. So right now we are looking for fingerless glove patterns. And I okay. Okay, so okay. They seem to be going like in a round. So I would just have to measure my wrist and go a little bit over that, I guess. How do they do the thumb hole? Hi, welcome. Okay, hi leather. I wasn't sure what to call you. Welcome in again. I gotta apologize for yesterday. I was very a little bit kind of a little bit overwhelmed, and I think it's because we had a lot of people and I wasn't prepared for that, and my brain just kind of blanked, and so that's what happens to me when I'm not prepared, and I have to suddenly entertain a bunch of people. It's like my brain just goes wah. So I'm sorry about that. I just got really easy knitted fingerless glove pattern from Darn Good Yarn. That's cool. I like Darn Good Yarn. I have a bunch of their yarns, which I don't use because I don't have any projects for them. Just a second, I'm just gonna wipe my hook real quick. It's kind of sticky. Okay. Okay, we are good. We are good to go. Um, I like Darn Good Yarn, and I've not used their patterns. I saw they have quite a few. I've made uh, mittens with their yarn, which was kind of weird because it's like silk, recycled silk, and yeah, my mittens are kind of rough, but they keep my fingers warm, so that's my only concern. I totally get it. I overestimated to offline when that happens. I go from overstimulated to offline. Oh, okay. I I just got what you said. Hi everyone at work, stopping by to say hi and leave my tummies. Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up everyone. I appreciate that. Didn't I catch that making fingerless love with a knitting machine? Oh, yeah. That would be great. My knitting machine is the big one though, so I would have to make panels, and these yarns are too small for that. Normally, you would use like worsted or DK yarns for that because when they're too small, they don't really catch in the machine very well. So, yeah. I have a huge collection of darn good yarns. They're so good. I have a bunch of their black sparkly rainbow yarn. I don't remember what the name is. I'll get it. I'll go get it just to show you which one I mean. Yeah, Sunset Lovers. I have a bunch of this yarn, and it's really great. I made a hat out of this, and it was nice. It's just a slouchy beanie, and it goes like just a very long slouchy beanie. So don't wear it for winter, but it's just stylish and it looks good. So I feel like the recycled silk seems like it should be soft. It's rather soft, but it's just that it's not suitable for everything. It depends what you do with it. Hooking and stitching island style. Hi everyone, working on fairy today. We'll be lurking. Welcome in. No, you make a complete round with a nice yarn cast off to length. Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah. No, I can't do that because I have the large machine. That would do the size of my head. Like I have the big one with the 46 pegs. So I can't do that in round. It wouldn't fit. I know Alt Nuts does the fingerless gloves and socks with the knitting machine, but it's the small machine. So I'm trying to figure how to make knitted knockers out of my knitting machine. Brain gets stuffed on up on 30-second pattern making. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Ian. Mix popular today. Go you. Yeah, it's because Dawn keeps sharing my streams. That's why her channel is quite more popular than mine, and she keeps sharing my stuff. So that's why we got new people in here, and I'm very thankful for that. Flatten it and sew it. Oh, okay, I get what you mean. You do the whole round and then you stitch it back around and it makes it smaller. Yeah, I could do that, but not with this yarn though, because it's really thin. So I kind of want to crochet this. Uh, I'm sorry if I get my face too close to the camera. It's because my eyes aren't too good and I'm trying to read the comments. You end up flattening. Okay, yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I'll do that with a thicker yarn. Probably I wanted to make more addy patterns because I've been enjoying it. I've made quite a few hats and I've made slippers and I really liked my slippers, but my feet ate through them. They broke. Like the the yarn under my feet just disappeared somehow because I have very sweaty feet. Sorry for the TMI, but yeah, I have hyperhidrosis, and so yeah, my feet just completely went through. So yeah, that's a struggle. A thicker yarn for sure. Good morning to you too. Okay, so let's see if I can get this to work. I will probably make them um, a little bit larger. I don't want them to be um, too tight. Goodness, the words today aren't really my strong suit, I guess. Knitted knockers are prosthetic breasts. Oh yeah, yeah. I wanted to make some for trans folks for Pride, but it's hard because the shape is 3D. Oh, okay, I get what you mean. I don't know how to knit 3D shapes either. I'm so not good at knitting. I can't help you with that. And even with the knitting machine, that stuff like Because you would have to, I guess you would just have to gather the stitches at the end. But yeah, it's a struggle for sure. Oh, in panel mode. Oh, okay, I see what you're going for there. I actually have Addy knitted pants. Oh, that's cool. I could do that. I have a knitted sweater that I really like. And it's full of colors and it's using all the Halloween, the Obi Halloween yarns. And it's all not sweater actually, but mine has like the orange on one side and the green on the other side. So it's kind of a dual color thing, and I wore it the first time I went to see Skinny Puppy, so it's like my pride and joy. Okay, so I would have to do 7 inches for it to wrap around my hand comfortably. Okay, so about 7 inches of panel, maybe a little bit less since it's gonna be stretchy. So I'm thinking like maybe 6 inches. And I'm just gonna fold these over. So these are just gonna be panels. Whoa, okay. These yarns are splitty. Someone sent these to me, like a friend of mine from France just sent me these because she uses those for friendship bracelet making. And I don't do friendship bracelets anymore. So, oh, this is a little bit over 7 inches, but it's okay because it will shrink once I work in the chain. Just gonna take a few off here. Um, Cool, my pants are multicolored. That's awesome. But I still need to crochet a border on the ankle. Yeah, like embroidery floss. Um, well, these are sport weights, so they kind of work well with that if you combine it because the yarn is squishy. So, yeah. But yeah. Friendship bracelets are normally made with embroidery floss. But you can use yarn as well if it's small enough. Look what I have here. I'm making this for a friend right now in blue and black, but I have the first one I made here that I kept for myself and that I wore for both Skinny Puppy concerts I went to. And so this took me about a week to make originally. I made this a few years ago. I'm a very big fan. I've been a fan for 10 years or so. And so yeah, this. Those are all small knots. So you would knot around. You have your series of um, threads going down like this, and you just knot them around each one, and then you use the contrast color here. You switch the thread to that color, and then you knot on the thread in that color instead, and then you change back to the background color. It's hard to explain. Kind of like macrame, yeah. You really want to learn to knit socks. Yeah, me too. But I'm selling my double pointed needles because I'm not using them. I bought them 2 years ago or so and I've not used them, so I'm just like, it's a brand new set and not using it, and so I will be selling that. So I'm thinking half double crochet for this. What do you think? I think half double will be good um, for fingerless gloves, and it's a nice and easy stitch. So just gonna get a stitch marker because I always get distracted and go too far. So yeah, I've been making friendship bracelets for ages, and I kind of stopped just because it's hard with carpal tunnel. But it seems to be okay when I wear my compression gloves, these right here. So I might just continue making friendship bracelets from time to time, not as much as before because it's so time consuming. I've made completely insane ones. Can show you on my phone real quick. But I've made very intricate designs, and those take weeks. Like they take days to weeks, and yeah. Let's see if I can get a picture of a few of them together. So I have group pictures of friendship bracelets. Yeah, so this is kind of just my bin with all my bracelets in it. And you can see I have the YouTube logo right there. I'm not a YouTube fan at all, as you can see. I absolutely love YouTube. A lot of these have been sold already. They're in my Etsy shop if you want to check what I still have. And you have the When I Found Blue bracelet right there. I'm a big ogre fan, as you can gather by this. It's a reference to a song. So yeah. Um so just a bunch of cute bracelets. And I have a bunch of Christmas ones here, as you can see. None of these have sold, by the way, the Christmas bracelets. Not as popular. And I have the Black Lives Matter one up there, which I love. So it's a really cool pattern. And I was happy when the person created that. So, yeah. Um, and I support Black Lives as well. So, well, in fact, I support all marginalized people in here, if that wasn't clear. I know how to, but I just find knitting so slow. Yeah, it's slow for sure. The only thing I've ever knitted was like scarves and got bored with it, honestly. Couldn't bother to learn new techniques. The bracelet is way cool, thank you. Like micro crochet, it takes so long. I want to try micro crochet sometime. It just really hurts my hands to hold the very small hooks. I want to make the socks on 9-inch circular needles. I don't have circular needles, but I've always been curious to try that. And so we have these rainbow ones here, which are all neon, so they're great. I love neon colors and I love neon threads, and so I was happy with that. But yeah, I haven't made one in a hot minute there, and so that's yeah. I'm making one with the Skinny Puppy logo for my friend who is a fan, my friend Lemon, and I'm making it in this blue here, as you can see, which I love. It's a nice deep blue. And this is the MC Petra. This is crochet thread, but a lot of people use those for friendship bracelets because it it's a huge quantity and you tend to use a lot. Like um the Skinny Puppy one, this one is 30 knots wide. So it's quite big. And in inches, let me see. Oh, I have my tape measure here. It's about 1.5 inch. It's quite big on the wrist, but like, oh no, that's size 5 crochet thread. So that would be a little bit thinner than uh I don't know exactly, but yeah, that's size 5. So it's quite bigger than 10 or 20 would be. Yeah, yeah, that's thicker than it would that would be. Um you use 80. Yeah, that's very small, right? Okay, so I was going with HDC. I hope you can't hear my phone. I'm listening to some Skinny Puppy right now on my phone. But I'm just hoping it's not reaching my microphone, so please let me know if it is. I'll turn it down because I don't want to have copyrighted content on my channel, obviously. Okay, I think I have a video on my channel with 9 inch. I love my 9 inch, but I just learned how to use higher flyers. Cool. I don't know what these are. I'm not very versed in knitting, sadly, which is a shame, but once I discovered crochet, I could not put my crochet hooks down. And I've been enjoying this journey very much, even if sometimes it gets a little bit tedious to work on these things all the time, but also very enjoyable. So I think I'm just gonna do a gauge swatch, to be honest with you. And I think that's gonna be alright, but you never know. I like to do gauge swatches just because I crochet very loosely, and what people usually do doesn't work for me. It ends up way bigger, and I end up having to size down quite a bit. So, and I'm just gonna do regular stripes. Like right now, I'm using this um, kind of color changing blue, this gradient blue that goes like to a lighter blue to a darker blue. And yeah. Flyers are a mix of. Oh, okay, I see. You've never done a gauge swatch. Yeah, I used not to, but then everything I ever made was too big and I didn't understand why. And it's just because I crochet so loosely that it ends up totally off gauge. And I do a lot of wearables, so if you don't do wearables, that might be why. Since you do a lot of micro stuff, you don't really need a gauge swatch for those, I bet. But yeah, I kind of do because I've made so many hats and things like that. Hats are one of my favorite things to make. And right now, I have a test going on. So if anyone wants to test my Santa hat pattern, I will show it on the screen quickly. But if anyone wants to test it, the test ends January 15. So this is my hat. This is what I have for testing right now. And so this was my Christmas makeup. It's really fun. So it's just a nice Santa hat with watercolors and it's using what's the name again? Uh, Lion Brand Gopher Faux, which is super bulky, but you could use any super bulky yarn as long as it has some fuzz to it. Like you could use blanket yarn, you could use velvet yarn. That would be pretty cool actually. A Santa hat with velvet yarn for the brim, and then the hat part just uses regular worsted yarn, any brand of worsted yarn. So I love sample swatches. You've done sample swatches, documented them. Oh yeah, yeah. I frog all of them too. You have a tight gauge. Oh, you make full size blankets too. I never gauge swatch my blankets just because I'm like, unless it's like for a customer and they need a specific size, but usually I'm just like, yeah, this blanket will end up being the size it is. I did it this one time because I was making a baby blanket for my friend Debbie, and she commissioned me a baby blanket, a very huge baby blanket, and so I did a gauge swatch for that. And so I think here we are pretty much at 6. Oh, it's a little bit over 6 inch. So I'm just gonna check. Yeah, I'm gonna undo this and take off a few stitches, which I don't even need to go too far. I can just take the knot off. And I think that will be sufficient removing this. I'm back, had a CT scan and contrast. Icky, I hate that feeling. Yeah, I hate that too. I'm so sorry, Ian. That sucks. I just hope you end up being okay. If anyone's uncomfortable with med talk, let me know and I'll stop. I think you're fine so far. All of us have medical issues, Ian. We talk about that quite often on this channel, so it should be fine, I think. I talk about it myself a lot, so. And by the way, if I ever talk about anything that makes you guys uncomfortable, please let me know. But yeah, you should be fine. We all have conditions and things. I do have a red and white striped wool that might work. That's cool. I would, but haven't any fluffy yarn. Yeah, just like Dawn said, take care of you. We all love you, Ian. You know that, right? But it's important to say it once in a while. So we love you, and we hope you get well soon. I always used to get a very weird feeling whenever I visited the hospital. When I was a kid, I got sick because we visited my grandpa, and I just kind of went, oh, I just felt so weird. And I think it was the anxiety actually thinking back on it. I've always had medical anxiety because as a child I have some childhood trauma about that. I won't go into too much details, but yeah. And I think I'm gonna do color switches on the border. Hmm. Everyone is a weirdo in their own way. Of course, we all are. I'm working on earrings. That's cool. What are they like? What do they look like? Okay, I'm just gonna measure this. I forgot. Okay, now this is just like 6 inch, and this is the perfect size. So it's gonna be snug, but not tight. And I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna do another row. I'm sorry about the that noise. This is the stitch marker. It's being annoying right now. Well, I'm doing a single crochet. No, 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 I don't want to do a single crochet. I might alternate colors with single crochets, like to do a small stripe and then for the go back with the other color and then switch back again just to add a little bit of variety to the piece, if that makes sense. And I just think it will be easier to make them into a panel just so I can sew the edges together and skip the thumb hole. I've never made fingerless gloves before. This is my first. I guess I should measure the amount of stitches. Just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 24, 25, 26. And I'm counting in French, as you can maybe hear. 28. You have a slogan written by your friend. Oh, I'm missing a bunch of conversation here. Let me read. Not weird, colorful, eccentric. Personally, I think weird is not a bad word. It's just a nice characteristic. And maybe I think the people who are actually weird are the one who are normal, because there's no such thing as normal. Um, no worries, isn't great, all turns out fine. Kinda like eight-pointed wagon wheels should be best to describe them. Eccentric for sure. I'm doing the emergency room. My psychiatrist and psychologist and some NA meetings today. My goodness, that's rough, Ian. I'm sorry. You're quite busy today. You have all the medical stuff in one day. We. Yes, we. You're doing awesome, Ian. Of course you are. Don is absolutely right. One day at a time, 1 hour at a time, one moment at a time. For sure. Yeah. Sometimes it can be overwhelming to go through medical stuff. When I was getting help for my depression, I was always in the freaking hospital, and it got my mood down so much. And yeah, I've not returned since then. I'm waiting for an emergency. But yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna count my stitches real quick because I forgot to count at the end there. Seize, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. So it's 34 stitches. I'm just gonna write that down. I have a little pad here. And so we have little thing here that says 34 stitches, just so I can replicate the other side. And it looks like this. So nice color changing blue, and it's gonna switch to the next color. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do that now. Thank you, everyone. Really need my friends today. We're all here for you, Ian. We all love you. You're the best. You are our favorite weirdo. That's very true advice. Yes, it is. Have you figured out how many whips you have? I want to know as well, because when it comes to whips, I probably have over 20, possibly 30 whips. And I have things that aren't crochet as well. So let us know, Granny D, how many whips do you have? You can give an estimate number too, because it's hard to figure out exactly how many. And for this, I'm just gonna work over my stitches, because otherwise it's gonna be a mess. But yeah, join the club, Ian. Welcome. Today isn't great for me either. I'm sorry to hear that, but this helps take my mind off shit. Yeah, I'm struggling right now because rent is due, and well, it's been due yesterday, and right now I don't have money. So yeah. And I put all my links in the description in case anyone can help. You don't have to, of course. I appreciate people just being here. But yeah, uh, I just put all my links in the description this time, just so they are easy to sort through. And I've decided I'm not gonna do single crochet at all. I'm just too lazy today. This is gonna be it for sure. And look at that green, it's really intense. That's awesome. I like the changing blue to green. Ian is a weirdo is my favorite too. Yeah, mine too. He's a great friend. I've lived the last 8 years that way, lost my youngest son. I'm so sorry to hear that, and your husband as well. I'm so sorry for your loss. You live in the moment. I totally get that. I try to do that too. Over 10 that are active, but countless UFOs. Me too. I don't know how many I have exactly. I have so many abandoned projects and a lot of cross stitch ones. I have one that I could show you over here. This is my skinny puppy calendar. They still skinny puppy, and all the album art and things references to skinny puppy. I I made that like before I went to the first show, because it was on 25th April 25th. So I did 25 little thingies, little squares right there. So it would be like They Still Christmas, but for skinny puppy. So I thought that was cool. I have 3 lingering whips from last year. Your goal is to get them done. That's a good goal. I'm trying to reduce my number of whips too, but I can't. My ADHD brain is like a goblin. Me too. Abandon your current project. Start a new one. Oh, shiny. I relate to that, Ian, very much so. I'm trying to be like Granny D. With more. If I don't start something, I won't get it done. Yeah, I agree. Which island, may I ask? Sorry for your loss. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for all the kind words towards uh, our friend here. So Vancouver Island, BC. I so wish I could visit Vancouver. One day, it's my goal to make my way over there. So, blessings to you, dear sweet Granny D. That's great. Uh, oh yeah, all my yarns are tangling. We don't want tangles here. We do not like tangles. I just realized that I should carry both the yarns through if I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, cause um, cause I'm gonna switch color at the end of the row instead of switching after two. It's kind of more yarn consuming that way, but also it allows me to have just a thin stripe of color there. Because I want to make it interesting and I don't want to weave all the ends in. Because the people who know me know that I weave as I go. And when you make a project with like 20 different colors, that's not really an option if you want to stay sane. Sanity is a very rare resources around here. Deer Island population is a little over 800. That's cool. Hi Samantha, welcome in. Welcome to my stream. Right now we are working with a bunch of scraps and trying to make something pretty. We're trying to make fingerless gloves and this is what I have right now. It's just a small strip of color. And this is probably just gonna be a project for streams, not for anything else. Just so we can um have a little something going that will be ours and ours alone, if that makes sense. And both gloves will probably not be the same color. I just figured. I think that actually I'm gonna have more than enough yarn for this project if I just use a few colors for the first and then a few colors for the second. Oh, and here is where I do the color change. Sorry, sometimes I do weird accents and it's a bit of a vocal stim. For those who aren't aware, I'm autistic and so I have some vocal stems. And oh, my yarn fell down. Okay. And now carry this through again. Let's read through chat. Everyone is saying hello. Van Isle is way bigger, but I live in a village of about 250 people. That's cool. I like small towns. looking out towards Japan. I can see Eastport, Maine. I'm right out on the water. That's cool. I live in Montreal in the northeast part, actually very close to Laval. And yeah, it's a nice place. Not too many people. It's not like a. If I lived downtown, it would be crazy, and I would probably hate it, to be honest with you. But I have everything I need nearby, and I have a metro station close by as well. So like I was saying, I managed to set up my links in the description. So now I have my shop and my Instagram and my Facebook, and I also have a Discord server. If anyone wants to join my Discord, it's in there. It's the last thing at the bottom. Oh, I forgot to put the link. I put just the name. I should actually put the full link of my Discord server. Give me a moment. I will do that right now. Uh, that I thought I had put the link, but I did not. But it is called ND Crochet, like neurodivergent crochet. Even if you're not neurodivergent, you're open to come in, really. But I'm focusing it on that just so neurodivergent people are able to discuss their issues. I have a bunch of dedicated channels for that. All right, so I will put it there. Hi, welcome everyone just joining. And it's also for all crafts, not just crochet. So if you're a knitter, a stitcher, or anything, feel free to join in to say hello. So sub to you last week with there when you showed up in my feed. That's cool. Supporting Canadians is very important. And yeah, let's support all each other. I might go back after the stream and subscribe to people in the comments just because right now I have a bunch of things all of all going on at the same time. And I got a donation from Granny D. Thank you, Granny D. Thank you so much. Soon I'm gonna have to set up a thing to thank people for their donations, but I don't have that right now. So I'm just gonna say how grateful I am for your support. So thank you so much. And the most appreciated thing, like something I appreciate above all, is the lovely support and all of the kind words I get. So even if you're not able to donate or buy from me, I just want to let you know that I appreciate all of you, and I am glad you're here chatting and having a good time. So I said in my description that I was gonna vent, and I did a little bit at the beginning of the stream. I was talking about how yesterday I kind of felt like I dropped the ball because I got a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of people. I was unprepared. So, like, in my mind, it was gonna be like 10 people or so, just like we are today. But at the beginning there, we were like over 20 people. So I just want to say I'm very sorry about that. I know it might have been a little bit hard to watch, but we're doing a little bit better today with speech. So, and I'm learning as I go too. Like at first YouTube wouldn't let me put link in the description, and now I'm able to do that, and I don't know why, because it said I had to wait 2 months, and it's not 2 months, it's been maybe 3 weeks or something, and I'm so confused. So sometimes life gives you surprises like this. And now we are finished with the blue. I'm just gonna cut this. And remember to hydrate, people. This is my hydration reminder. Because a lot of us are neurodivergent, and so we can forget sometimes to drink water and do other important stuff, such as eat or, we all know. Everyone saying hello. Hi, Moonrose Crafts. I didn't say hello to you earlier. Just shared. Thank you for the shares. Discord added. Yeah. And I just want to say right now we don't really have anyone in the Discord server. It's all a bit dead, but if anyone wants to just share their projects on there, you're totally welcome to do so, and I would be very grateful because I'm trying to build a community of people and just a nice cool place to share our stuff. Look at that transition. I really like it. I really like them that I'm going back to the previous color and then going again with the next one. Just makes it a little bit more interesting, I think. And yeah, um I used to wear so many fingerless gloves. I used to be emo, actually. I had my emo phase in high school, which is secondary school here in Quebec. So yeah, in secondary school I was an emo and I wore so many of those, the striped gloves, the black and white striped gloves or the black and red ones. I had just a bunch of them. I had a collection. I had them in pink, I had them in white, black, orange, gray, all the colors. So, and I had fishnet ones as well. I still have the fishnet ones because sometimes for goth outfits, it's cool. I used to go to goth night. I don't anymore since the start of the pandemic. I haven't really been partying at all, but I kind of lost the habit of going out. But yeah, I used to have lots of fingerless gloves. And so I'm kind of happy to be doing this right now. It's exciting, it's a little bit nostalgic. So, has anyone else ever had an emo phase or a goth phase? I know that Dawn is a goth. I know she likes goth music. I know she was into that stuff. So, if anyone else is, just let us know. I'm so sorry. My nose is so itchy right now. Um, I heard somewhere that when your nose itches, it's because you're becoming too emotional. I think it's a neat little fact to know, and it might be true. So I'm getting really emotional at all the support. So I'm just gonna go check something real quick. Ah, good water here. This is really nice. I'm a huge water drinker. I don't really buy juice or anything like that. And I've never really drank juice, more as a kid. Sometimes I'll buy a cola once in a while. But I've always been more into water. And just because, I don't know, for me, usually sugary things are a little bit overwhelming. So good afternoon, everyone. Hi, welcome in. I'm glad to see you here. Today we're making fingerless gloves with a bunch of scrap yarns. And this is the next color. I'm just finishing the first row with that color right here, and then I'm switching to the green after the second one. So just going in stitches. Okay, that last stitch there is a little bit tricky to get in because I tend to chain really tightly, but to crochet loosely, if that makes sense. So it's a struggle for me. I love the green too. It's very nice. And it changes from light to dark. It's a gradient one, just like that blue here was my first color that I used. And I really like that one too. It's, I think it's like, it's a little bit similar to um Lion Brand ice cream. You know, the color changes are set similarly to that, and they have one just like this one. I might ask my friend actually if she remembers what brand it is, the friend who sent these to me, because I might want to purchase some of their colorways, especially this one. I really like how neon it is, and they had kind of pastel rainbow. I used that for friendship bracelets, unfortunately, a few years ago, so I don't have it anymore, but I kind of wish I could find it again. I think I might be able to show you actually. It's very pretty yarn. It's worth seeing, I think. Mm, let's see if I can. Okay. It's gotta be somewhere on my phone. It's just a matter of finding where. I think I used it like just on the border of a bracelet or something. That's most likely what it happened. Oh yeah, okay. It's this color right here. You see the border? It was this yarn. And so I really like that one. It's like all pastel neon rainbow. And it was just really cool. So yeah, if I could find the exact one again, I'd be thrilled. Really. My friend said she would get those yarns for cheap and she would use them in her crochet. So, no, not her crochet, her friendship bracelets. Sorry, she doesn't do them anymore because she has hand problems, just like I do. But yeah, all the cool stuff you find out um when you make friends. It's funny. My phone is still playing Skinny Puppy in the background there. I'm trying to up my Last FM stats. Is anyone else on Last FM? It's an app that keeps track of your listening habits for like music, actually. Yeah, and so far I have a bunch of Skinny Puppy and Ogre and some random other stuff too. But actually, I can share my Last FM too and show you. How do I share that? How do I share my link? Where it is? Where is it actually? More, maybe? Oh, I think if I do this, can anyone let me know if you click on the link? Does it show my stats? So far, I have only like 2,000 scrubbles because I'm fairly new to the app. I downloaded it in November. So I'm drinking water. Mm. So yeah, let me know if you can even. Okay, yes, it works. Thank you. All right. So as you can see, a lot of skinny puppy in there. I think I have almost 2,000 listens of Skinny Puppy alone. Um. Okay. Let's pick this back up. So yeah, as I was saying, I was nostalgic of my emo phase. And so I've been listening to a lot of that music as well lately. I've listened to a lot of 3 Days Grace and things like that. And it's not really a genre of music I still really like, but it just makes me really happy when I listen to it because I remember my young years. And lately I've been going back into Billy Talent, which is a Canadian band. It's an Ontarian band. They're really good too. They're very popular. And yeah, so if you ever wonder what Canadian music uh, sounds like, I guess look into Billy Talent. So you're a metalhead with a love for everything except country. Yeah, I don't like country either. I am usually into goth music, as was fairly obvious, I imagine. But yeah, I was just quite nostalgic of that period of my life. Um, and I was a scene kid too. I used to be a scene kid. Okay, and then flip this. Um, so a lot of you have told me already, but are there any bands you've been really into lately? If anyone else wants to chime in and talk about their musical taste, feel free to. I know I talk about Skinny Puppy at least once every stream, so but it's my special interest as an autistic person. Skinny Puppy is like the main thing I do and the main thing I research. I used to run punk shows. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I've been to a few. I've been to a few friends, local bands, like local bands from some of my friends, and I enjoyed that very much. The punk scene is really cool. Like, yeah, and it's quite goth adjacent to too, and punks and goths usually go to the same nights and same events. So that's kind of cool that everyone gets together and just enjoys music all together. In Montreal, that's how it is at least. Because we don't have a super huge scene here, the different subcultures kind of blend together, and goth evolved from punk actually, so it only makes sense that we would hang out together. And yeah, I don't even remember what the name of my friend's band was, but it was quite cool. He was the front man, and it was cool to see him. So he would be so angry that I'm a goth now. He used to look down on other music genres quite a bit. He was funny though. Me to accept some of the pop country music is tolerable. Yeah, Oh, Eminem is really good. I love him. He's amazing. He's really talented. We were saying we are not into country, Leather and I. It's not that it's bad, it's just not our genres of choice. Or did someone else say it as well? Mm, we still accept you though. You, we all have a different music preference. I was classically trained. That's really cool. My uncle is a founding member of Straight Heart. That's awesome. I'm glad. He helped in the creation of Loverboy. That's awesome as well. I don't have a super big musical background. I was in a choir as a kid and I learned some vocal techniques, but it was very rudimentary considering I was a child in a choir. I just learned the very basics, so. But I still enjoyed it. I can't really sing nowadays because CPTSD has affected my memory so much that I can't make sense of lyrics and sing them in the right order and such. Makes it hard to sing at all, so I don't really do that anymore, sadly, but it was just a nice time in my life that I like to remember. And little thread here to cut. Alright. I listen to almost everything, but lately I cycle through Pretty Reckless, Rob Thomas, Miley Cyrus, Cole, Blue October. I like Blue October, it's good. Pink Floyd is amazing. I love Pink Floyd. I love all those old bands. My dad used to listen to it so much, and so when I hear it, I'm quite nostalgic of that time. And yeah, my dad had a huge collection of cassettes, and he would play them in his truck when we would go places. When we were on the way to his mom's house, because for a while he was staying there, and so he had me on the weekends when he and my mom split, and we would go to grandma's house listening to some of his cassettes, and we would run errands, and yeah, so such times. Since I found YouTube music hasn't been a priority as we have to worry about copyright, so boohoo. Yeah, I don't have any streaming service. I don't even have Spotify or anything. I just get the music I get, and sometimes I purchase music through iTunes. I still have that, but usually I get physical media or Bandcamp. I use Bandcamp quite a bit. Yeah. So yeah, lately all my purchases have been Skinny Puppy. Like I bought To Dark Park recently. Just the digital version because the physical copy is like hundreds of dollars because it's rare. But yeah, and so that was my last musical purchase. It's surprising that I didn't even have it until recently. And now my goal is just to buy all the rest of the albums and all the back and forth compilations, the back and forth thingies, like, and all their other live compilations and things. Yeah, so I just wanna finish my collection of Skinny Puppy music. That's my goal at the moment. So yes. Um, yeah, I just got confused right here as to where to do the color change. Okay, we got this, and then you flip it back and go through. Oh, I really love the green. Yeah. Um, if it's not on YouTube, I don't need it. Yeah, I listen to a lot of music on here. I listen to a lot of Frontline Assembly. I like Frontline Assembly. I mentioned it yesterday, I think. And since they are gonna be touring soon, if I can get my hands on some tickets, that wouldn't be a luxury. Like, I want to see Bill Lieb. He's cool, and he used to be in Skinny Puppy in their beginning. But it didn't take too long for him to leave and start his own band, which was a good thing because his music style is very different and particular, I think. And he's shining on his own, so Frontline Assembly, another great Canadian band. It's industrial though, so maybe not for everyone's taste. Look at that. It's starting to be really interesting with the color change. Oh yeah, with Ministry and Gary Newman. I think that was the three people uh, that were doing the show. If my memory serves me, because like I said, my memory is not good. Ministry is not really one of my favorites. I like it, I enjoy it, and I will listen to it, but it's just not my priority. But I'm still glad if I manage to see them, so that's cool. I'm not really a fan of KMFDM, and I'm not really a fan of industrial usually. Like, a big exception for Skinny Puppy and Frontline Assembly. There are very few bands that I like in that genre. Have you listened to Sepultura? I might have. I don't remember. There are a lot of bands that I listened to and that I don't remember because I listened to them once or twice and yeah. But I have very particular music taste. I'm very picky with what I will because I will put something on repeat for months and listen to it all the damn time, which is what I'm doing with Skinny Puppy right now. And so I'm very picky because when something sticks in my head, it's there to stay, even if I don't like it. Like, my brain craves it and starts to want to listen to it all the time. Old Canadian trash band. Yeah, I know about them. I just don't remember if I've listened to them. That's the thing. I I have a somewhat of a memory of names, but like most of the bands, I could tell you who they are, but I can't remember what they sound like. Makes sense. I'm so excited. The next color I'm switching to is this one. It's got all the orange and the pink and the blue and the green. That's a great one. My nose is itchy again. Ugh. So I think I'm gonna do 6 color for each glove. So right now I'm at the third color and we are about 2.5 inch in. So if my gloves measure 5 inches, that will be reasonable for me. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe I'll go to 6 inch. It will depend how much yarn there is left on these. I think I could make a few more rows with the other colors as well. The first colors, I mean. So, what is everyone doing? Are you lurking or are you working on any project? Any interesting thing? I remember going to New Kids on the Block in the 90s. That's awesome. There's a lot of old bands I wish I could see. In the 90s, I was born, so I was too young to go see shows. I wish I could have seen them, but I'm cutting heat shrink tubing. Cool. For your hubby's business, for your husband's business. That is awesome. Okay. Okay, I keep messing this up and tangling it. We are not here for the tangles, we are here for the fun. So, okay. Um, I don't know why, but I have Indiana Jones theme in my head. It's stuck in my head. Anyone knows why? Which is okay, I guess. But it's really annoying to me. I saw Scorpion's Iron Maiden. Oh, I've seen Iron Maiden. I saw him in Quebec City when I was a teenager, and they were really good. I enjoyed that. Like for Quebec City's summer festival. My cousin was all grumpy like this because he missed his favorite band that played just before them. And I was ecstatic because Iron Maiden is awesome. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. He can sing, that's for sure. So yeah, my Australian cousin Tobias was just like crossing his arm, not moving an inch, and I was just like, "Oh, come on, you gotta enjoy, you know." And he was just really unhappy that he was seeing Iron Maiden instead of his favorite band. So that was funny. But I guess he wasn't really into that stuff. He was too young. I think he was about my age, but uh, different backgrounds, I think. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. The orange is coming in. I really like the orange. It's cool. I don't regret doing this project. I'm really satisfied with that. Oops, we are missing some thread here. Okay, it's going. It's going. I'd love to see Iron Maiden one more time. Yeah, me too. If they ever come back anywhere at all. And one band I really loved to see was, which is a completely different genre, but was Depeche Mode. And I saw them in 2017, and I will never forget that. What a show it was. And Martin Gore, when he came on stage by himself for a while to sing A Question of Lust, that was wow. It just blew my mind. I love Martin Gore almost more than Dave, I think. Like, I'm sorry, Dave is still good, but I just love Martin. I just love Martin. I love his singing. I love his lyrics writing. He writes most of their lyrics. So, but yeah, I just love Martin. That's it. Nothing more to say about that. I just love. I love Depeche Mode. I love Martin Gore. So it was just so emotional when he came by himself and did a few songs. A Question of Lost was one of them. I don't remember the other ones just because it's been a while and I don't really remember the show that well. Hey, Winter. Hi, Zach. Welcome in. How are you doing? You know what KMFDM stands for? I forgot actually. I've got to blast off. Bye, all. Bye, Moonrose. Thank you for joining. Hope you have a good day. But yeah, I forgot what it stands for. I'm sorry. I'll Google it. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I love Depeche Mode, so. I'm sorry, but it's just something I love. And yeah. And it's not what it actually stands for. I just Googled it, but you're just being funny here. You lost your phone charger. I'm sorry, Zach. That sucks. Mine is always plugged into the wall for that reason. I never lose it. Um, I have two in my living room and one in my room just for the purpose of never losing it. But they're all broken and they all take me a while to figure out how to get it to work. I always have to fiddle with it and like take it off and put it back again until it finally charges just because they're all used up, old, and bleh, you know. And now we get rid of the green, and I think it's good because we're running out of it. Some of these colors are doing fine, but most of them are running out. Found it. You were sitting on it. Ah, and that's how we lose crochet hooks as well, is sitting on them. That's what they said. I know it stands for something else, but yeah, yeah, no, these guys aren't really into that stuff, and they're quite intense about some of their opinions. But I'm a delicate flower, so I don't agree with that. I don't want the Depeche Mode to die. It's one of my favorite bands. And I'm totally a delicate flower. I know I listen to Skinny Puppy, but don't let that fool you. I'm not a danger to anyone in life. I'm not covered in blood or in mud. I'm a sweet, delicate flower. And so is Ogre, by the way. That guy is like the sweetest human being you could find, and he's obsessed by Disney and stuff. I have two of about 15 phone chargers, but the headphones, cell phones, tablet, lightsaber, all use the same cord type. Yeah, I have a bunch of things too. Lurk. Yes, that's fine. My Bluetooth headphones stopped working. I'm sorry about that. That's annoying. Oh no. Okay. But yeah, I really love that orange. It's a nice color. So I'm torn. Should I do a thumb, or just the thumb hole? Like, should it do like this, go over the thumb? I don't know. Maybe. But also at the same time, I kind of think it will be annoying to do, and I'm lazy, so it might just be a kind of um no thumb situation. Thumbless, fingerless, and thumbless gloves. And done with the grain. When I'm done, I'll send these to my friend and tell her, do you recognize that yarn? Let's see if she remembers. She sent it to me. So, So, Zach, have you started your project yet? The one you were talking about yesterday? Look at that. I like the progression of colors. It's quite cool, I think. Yes, you made the chain so far and you did one row. Cool. And do you know what it's gonna be yet? Or are you just improvising? I'm sorry if you already said it, I totally forgot. Um, yeah. And after that, I have to work on my mosaic squares, but I'm not in too much of a hurry to do that right now. Last night, before going to bed, this is what I did on the next square, and I'm gonna finish that later today. But yeah, right now I'm just enjoying the glove making. I will probably do that all day. Oh no, that's right. I said I wanted to keep this a stream project. We'll see if I can resist that long. So what do you guys think? Do you think I will manage to resist the urge to finish this or not? Just so you know, I have ADHD and I can hyper focus on a project very easily, so we'll see, right? We will see. Uh, who knows? But I'm just enjoying the colors so much. And I'm on the fourth color. And this will be a set of mix matched gloves. What are your favorite colors? Mine is red, obviously, as you can see in the living room. But I also like deep purples and oranges. I used to hate oranges, and I heard that it's very common for autistic people to hate orange and yellows and colors like that because they're very bright and overwhelming sometimes. But now I've come to love all colors. And yeah. But I like really bright greens, slimy greens almost, which is a nice color. Um, so I really like this glove because it has a lot of that green I love in it. Yeah. So I will leave after we pass the 2 hour mark. I think 2 hours is a good length for my streams. Uh, if like we ever have anything specific to talk about, I might go overboard sometimes, but usually it tends to calm down around the 2 hour mark. So that's when people start to leave and do other things. So I think it's a good streaming length and it allows me to do other things. So mm. So earlier I was talking about how overwhelmed I became last time because we had like 20 people in here and my brain was just looking left and right trying to read the chat and all that, and I realized that my streaming style would probably be more like casual hanging out than entertaining people. Like we can chat and have discussions about stuff, and probably gonna be going into deep discussions about topics like being neurodivergent, which is a big topic for me. You need to find a video, but to film a video, but no motivation to film it. I totally get you, Zach. I tend to lack motivation to do things as well. Well, if you do a video, I will watch it. So actually, if you would like me to put your channel link, just let me know and I will do that. Because I am the only one who can put links. Dawn can do it as well because she's a moderator, but yeah. So yeah, Zach, if you want me to put your channel link, just let me know. Okay, right now I'm struggling to do this color change. The yarn doesn't wanna work with me. Yeah, okay, I will do that. Just a second. Let me find it real quick. If I click on you, I can. Okay, I have to search you from the search bar. Is Zach Crafts and more. Okay, you're here. I don't know why I wasn't subscribed to you. I think YouTube automatically removes subscriptions sometimes. Because I know I used to be subscribed to you and then I stopped seeing your videos, so I'm sorry about that, but now I resubscribed. Go check out Zach channel. Like there are a lot of YouTubers that I used to watch and all of a sudden they just disappeared. And it's a recurrent problem all over YouTube also. Like it's a thing that happens to every channel. They lose subscriptions randomly to people who never unsubscribed. And so yeah. Like I also used to be subscribed to Granny D long ago, and for some reason her channel just wasn't into my list anymore, and I was just like, what? And I didn't even realize that I wasn't subscribed anymore. And so I went back and subscribed again. I think sometimes YouTube is just so weird. Uh, okay. The Indiana Jones theme song is still stuck in my head. I don't know why. I have Skinny Puppy playing in one ear and Indiana Jones in the other one. You had to resubscribe for me to me 2 times now. Yeah, YouTube is hella weird. So yeah, earlier I was talking about my streaming style, which is probably gonna be more chill hangout than entertain everybody and be really enthusiastic and stuff. And I realized that because I was getting very overwhelmed yesterday when everyone was on there. So I'm probably never gonna reach super high numbers because of that. But also, I realized that my mental health needs not to take a toll from this. So, yeah, just probably gonna keep it chat. And also, I'm a neurodivergent content creator, and I'm not looking to get meltdowns and uh, shutdowns and whatnot. So, if I'm ever weird on camera or anything, just know that sometimes I get really overwhelmed. And I've had meltdowns on camera before during my streams. Usually it's when no one's here, so I've not really had problems with it. But yeah, so being autistic in this day and age is a struggle because the world goes by so quickly, and you have to work and you have to be on your game all the time. And so us neurodivergent folks cannot catch a break. So, and we're almost at 2 hours. We have like 8 minutes left here. Um, and so I will take this moment to thank everyone for joining and chatting today. I appreciate very much, and I'm happy to see my community grow. And yeah, I'm just really thankful to be able to do this work because there aren't in many works I can do. So, and also I know that doing YouTube and crocheting full time is kind of a privilege, and I should be happy about that. Sometimes my brain is really like gets stuck in these moods and these weird vibes and everything. So, but yeah, I'm definitely thankful to be doing what I'm doing. Even if I'm disabled and it causes me pain sometimes, mainly because of carpal tunnel. And I figured I might have RA, and I have to talk to my doctor about that because I looked at the symptoms, and sometimes my fingers just like swell up very intensely, and I'm just like, and it's not even as an allergic thing or anything. So I think it might be RA, because what happens when you have rheumatoid arthritis is your some of your joints swell up and become big, and become really sore and everything, and it tends to be symmetrical. So if you have it happening in one hand or in one wrist, it happens in both, and it can cause carpal tunnel. So that might be one of the reasons I have it. So if I have RA, which is very likely because my dad has it and a bunch of people in my family have it too, I'm gonna have to have treatment for that, and sometimes that treatment is brutal because like you have chemo meds for that. That's what they give people sometimes, and that will make me very much immunocompromised. So, well, RA makes you immunocompromised anyway, but you know what I mean. It kind of scares me, to be honest, but also my whole family, not my whole family, but a huge chunk of it has it, so I'm prepared, I guess. I know the symptoms, I know what happens. My dad had to have a few surgeries because some of his joints were so messed up from it, but he's worked on his feet, and with very dangerous tools his whole life, with like pressure tools and things like that. So it didn't help his case. And he has Raynaud's syndrome as well, which I don't have, but my joints are very sensitive to cold, and that is an arthritis symptom as well. So I probably have it. Oh well, what can I do? Mhm. Okay, I'm gonna go and film my video. Well, thank you for joining and thank you for chatting with us. I'm happy to have had you here, Zach, and I hope everyone has a good day. Hello, everyone. I missed y'all earlier. Well, hi. I'm actually gonna stop streaming soon, so you're coming in at the end here. But thank you for saying hello, and I appreciate that. I've been talking for 2 hours straight, so that's why I'm just like, yeah, I might go soon. But I had a really good stream, and we got things done today, and we were mildly entertained. I hope, at least. I hope I was interesting to watch. And look at all we done today. That's good for 2 hours. That's more than I usually accomplish. So I'm happy for that. I was here. Yeah, I remember seeing you earlier. You were working. Mm-hmm. But that's still, I'm still happy to see you here. And um, oops, the color is, this yarn sometimes is annoying. It's kind of slippery. I really gotta ask my friend where she got all these. Because these are really pretty. And I might buy some of them for projects. And if they're only sold in her country, I might ask her to send me a bunch more. I just started crocheting again. That's awesome. Literally, since I was 12, and trying to figure out what I want to do. Well, right now I'm making fingerless gloves, and so this is just a panel, and I'm gonna flip it on itself like this. And so, yeah, that's what I'm making. But maybe you could make granny squares, or I don't know, something small to get you going. You could do that, yeah. I'm just using up some scraps that my friend sent to me a while ago. And after the stream, I'm gonna talk to her to show her I'm using these. Because originally she sent these to me for friendship bracelet making. Because these are very thin yarns. They're like sport weight, I think. So, yeah. So they work with embroidery thread and everything. So that's why she uses those for friendship bracelets. Yeah. And well, this and then color change. So and then we cut this. Whoa, where are the scissors? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining, everyone. Now we're at 2 hours streaming, and I just want to say again, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Granny D. She's not here right now. She left, but she just donated to me, so I appreciate the contribution very much. And thanks, everyone. Winter, do you craft at all or just crochet? Oh, I do a bunch of stuff. I cross stitch and I embroider sometimes. And there are a few things I do. I do DIY and I paint. I might paint again on this channel. I did that a few streams ago. Like it was a few weeks ago, I think, last month, something. I don't remember exactly when, but I did a bunch of paintings. But yeah. So I'm sorry that I have to leave you, but my voice is getting a little bit strained, and I said I would do this for 2 hours. And I might stream on Facebook later today for my friends if any of them come and watch. I did that yesterday for a little while. I got a few people join in, and it was cool. So yeah. Have you subbed to Crafting Coffee with Kelly? Oh, I'll look into that. Just give me a second here. Okay, so now I'm subscribed to you. I'll figure out the other ones. Okay, no, I'll do it now so I don't forget. Okay, Crafting with Kelly. Crafting and Coffee with Kelly. That's the one, right? Yeah, okay, I found it. All right, we are there. She's on vacation now. Oh, she won't be back until January 9th. Oh, well, thank you. I will for sure look into her streams when she gets back. And yeah, thank you. So right now I'm gonna go just because I've been streaming for quite a while. But thank you everyone for joining and for all the support. And thank you, Don, again for being so awesome and for always supporting my lives. So hope you all have a great day and a great year also. It's January 2nd, but I'm still gonna wish you a happy new year again. And yeah, remember to hydrate, take care of yourselves. Um, and yeah, bye everyone. Thanks so much.